Welcome back to From Nine to Mom.
Where we discuss balancing the 9 to 5 hustle with the beautiful chaos that we call motherhood. And this year, folks, this is our first episode of 2026. It is not going to be Catie and I's typical, these are our goals for 2026. This is what we're adding to the list. Like, out with the let them era and enter, as Catie says,
The fuck it era.
like,
We got made fun of for Mel Robbins so much last year that we've given up on her a little bit and we're going to go into that. But let me tell you guys, we are in a mood today.
as you can tell, we both look our best. We're
Killing it.
thriving in 2026 so far. But what we will say is, Mel, we still love you. Think we needed let them last year. Did
Maybe
it.
if we need to reread.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
that's the
we needed that
problem.
last year. But this year it's more about like I think once we went through the stages of let them, we realized that by letting other people do their own stuff, we had to focus on ourselves and what we really want. Now this is the era of like focusing on what do we actually want with our lives and letting go of the things that no longer served us in 2025 and maybe many years before that. And like what we are going to hold on to as we go into 2026. So it's kind of like what we're thinking for
As
this.
they're saying on the Instagrams and TikToks, what are the ins and outs of the year so that we can kind of say what we're leaving in the past without being too cliche because we're freaking in content creation, we are in the know of everything. But I think, yeah, we didn't want to go through like every year it's the same, right? Like, I don't know if you feel the same way. I'm like, I always have similar resolutions or like they all revolve around like the same pillars of things like money, health and wellness, personal growth, whatever. Like, they're always those things, right? Like some version of that. So I kind of like this ins and outs of like picking more specific things that you can like only focus on one thing. Like this is what's in and I'm done with that.
And this is what's out. Yeah, I think too, just to be honest, one of the goals I had last year was for Colton to ride a bike. I want to be clear, he does still will not ride a bike. I had to bribe him just to try again the other day. So like all these goals, and then you feel like you failed yourself. But the reality is I worked really hard to build his confidence. And there were a lot
Mhm.
of other wins along the way by me showing
Sure.
for him as a mom, but he's
Yeah.
still not riding a bike. It doesn't mean I lost, but we set all these goals and we're like, oh, well, I didn't hit that one exact goal.
Thing.
You
Right.
said, I
Right.
want to lose 20 pounds, you lose 19. Are you a failure? No, you lost 19 pounds. So it's one of those things where I really think this year we just keep adding stuff to our plates every single year. Like as moms, as working moms, as human beings, especially Catie, you and I have talked about this so many times. You and I are the problem solvers, the fixers, the caretakers, all these things. And every year I feel like I set goals for myself that just add on to what I still want to set goals for myself, but they add on to my plate, but I don't change anything else behind the scenes that will support me in reaching the goals that are actually for me. So when we say this is our F it era, like it's not saying like F it to every
Right.
we don't care. It's more saying like we're gonna F it. We're gonna do what we want to do for us and we're gonna become
Yeah.
the real version
Just us.
ourselves so that we can move into through 2026 with a better mindset, more clarity, and
Right.
like Katie, more focus.
Yeah. And being able to do that. Sorry, I'm interrupted because I need to send money to my brother-in-law for a golf club for my husband. Urgent. Urgent, everyone.
We're
Sorry, Ryan.
in a meeting
You
before
did
this.
text me in the
I'm
middle of
sorry,
this.
Ryan. We're in a meeting before this in case like I have the message that I
And
just
listen, I've bought stuff too. It's fine. We're prepping for our first family vacation after I don't think me and Ryan have not been on a vacation in 8 years, probably 6 years, 7 years.
insane.
And so like I'm shopping a little,
You
still
gotta.
after the Christmas
F
season.
it, we're getting it.
F it. All right. So what do you have for where should we start? Ins or outs?
I think we should start with
Go
out.
negative.
We
Go
should
to
what we're letting go of and then what we're bringing into.
I like that. I like that. All right. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, just say one or two and we'll just go with it.
Well, the biggest thing that I put together was the out. And I think this goes like work life, like it goes across the board for me, is getting rid of the I'll do it myself mentality. And it doesn't mean like, and I think a lot of people feel this way is that being type A or a version of type A or a control freak or whatever terms you want to call it, it's always easier to just do it yourself, right? Like you get going on something and it goes for at work too, right? Like it's easier to do it than train somebody or be like, here's how I do it. Or doing something you're good at and being like, "Oh, whatever." Ryan and I always joke, like, there's a difference between a Katie clean and a Ryan clean in our house,
Yes.
right? And there's a scene from The Office where the microwave is a mess in the break room, and Ryan from The Office is in there and is like, "Well, Pam, you should really clean it." And she's like, "Yeah, somebody should clean it." And he's like, "Oh, that's not really not my thing. Like, I'm not really good with it." And she's like, "Well, how would wiping it with a paper towel make it worse? Like, you could wipe it with a paper towel."
That's a
And
perfect
it's like, it's true, like, you have to kind of be like, "Yeah, of course, I could clean it and it would be done," but, like, sometimes you have to let other people do things for you to maintain your peace, to move on to the tasks that you need to, and I think for me, it goes into a lot of areas of my life, and it's, not even just about, like, I'm saying Ryan needs to do more, it's like, how do I build up different systems or routines of things so that, like, even my kids, so that Jack can have more accountability to get dressed in the morning, or, what is how do
think
I get
about that,
that?
like, you like, the enablement, and it's not you don't even think about it, it's just easier, like, this morning, we had to be at a doctor's appointment, Colton was running late, I was so frustrated, and I got him dressed for him like, I got a seven-year-old dressed because it was easier for me to dress him than to wait, like, I get where you're going, and Katie, just from being your friend, at one point your leader, your coworker, your partner now, like, you say you love doing it yourself because I know you. You really, if you're in control, you know it's going to get done right. There's going to be no follow up that you have to go back and fix it. I think the other piece I would say for you that I'm going to challenge you, not that this was part of the segment, but I'm going to challenge you in
Please.
regards to this
Yeah.
is not always going back to fix it. Like taking the time to be okay.
I didn't say that. I'm gonna do that.
No, you need to stop. You need to let certain things happen and just be like, if Ryan
I
cleans
know.
as the example, that's what that looks like today. Because
Right.
what happens is if you go back and fix it, Ryan's gonna feel inadequate and then he might not do it again because he's gonna think like you didn't like the way he did it. And if you go back and fix it, it's like I should have just done it myself. And then next time you're gonna go do it yourself. So unless it's like something that's gonna harm your family, your livelihood,
Where's the line? Where's the line of that? Like, I'm not letting Jack go to school with his pants on backwards.
no, that's a hard no. Hard no.
That's, like, also teaching him, like, "No, that's the wrong way, like, you need to do it." It's gonna be difficult. I didn't say it was gonna be easy, but it is true, like, letting it be done and moving on, but that's where, like, I've solved the cleaning thing already, like, we got my girl that comes once a month, and she clean like, yeah, like, and
And
I know
time
that's not attainable for everyone, but
here's the thing, time is money, like, our time is
yeah,
worth money, and
outsource them, baby.
if you can make enough to, like, cover that one task and you can use that hour because it takes me hours and it takes somebody else an hour, like, great, you have to prioritize what's important to you, so I think that is going to be a really good out for you this year.
Yeah, I think it will be good. There's some other ones, but let's see what your out is. Do you have just one you can narrow down?
Can narrow it down, I think. I think for me, last year was a lot of introspection, maybe a little too much. I'm a overconsumer of like self-help, let them stuff. This year, I think I really
No, your overconsumption was with what's behind you.
okay, that is not out for 2026. That is in. Let's address the elephant
It
in the room.
needs to be out.
It's not out. In fact, when we talk about what's in, I'll tell you what I did this week and you're going to call me crazy, but like this makes me happy. I know I'm almost 40. I've got 1 month left. This brings me joy and my family's supporting it. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I need to have a conversation with them.
Yeah, Katie wants to give me a lobotomy. But before the lobotomy, I'm just going to keep going. Let's talk about what's out because
We're
that's
gonna get a real ruling, on this, but I think you have your niche of people, I get it.
it's fine. I am not, I will,
You're not alone, I get it.
it's fine, but my out this year is not K-pop or Stray Kids. My out this year is aligning hustle with my self-worth and saying that my gift of thriving through chaos is really just me being flexible. Like I need to slow down a little bit. And I feel like busy was always like, I'm valuable, I'm needed. If I'm busy, if I'm hustling, if I do this, like the hustle culture for women, it's like, I'm a hustler. We all say it, right? We're like, people don't even understand. I'm just working so hard. I'm moving so fast. I don't have any time. And I was really, thank you to my therapist for like helping me with this, but like really trying to understand like what's behind that and, my self-help, but what's behind that and like what's going on. Like I've always equated being busy with being successful. Like if I slow down, I'm so behind. I waste
Weird.
so
Yeah.
much time. I shouldn't have rested. Like productivity is my like if I have a break, I'm gonna reorganize Daisy's room because at least it was a productive break. No, I haven't caught up on Stranger Things. Like it's okay for me to just go take a bath and watch an episode, but then I feel so much guilt. So for me, I think this year is really going to be about working really, really hard to understand that while I want to work and accomplish things and be productive and show that to my kids, that's not my entire value in life. Like running around like a chicken with my head cut off is not helpful. Like I got in my car today and Colin's like, our car looks so nice from the outside. And then we get in and it's a mess. And I feel like that's kind of my life sometimes, right? Like I go out into the public, my kids are dressed nicely, I look good, I've got the 16 business cards with all the shit I'm doing, but inside I'm just a disaster. Like, no, I want to hustle, but I want to hustle in the right way.
Yeah, and being able to feel good about all the different areas of your life, not just a girl boss hustle for work
On the
and whatever,
outside,
you know?
and what
Like,
everybody sees me as. Like I want to be truly feeling good
yeah,
and clean my car more often.
get a detail.
Get a details. No big deal. Maybe that's something I need to pay someone for.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so now we need to switch to ins.
Okay.
And I think, like, one of the things that has been a focus since I saw it, and it was a TikTok probably, let's be honest, but it was probably a Mel Robbins one, so, like, sue me, but, like and it goes with both, like, the ins and outs are similar, right? Like, out is like, "I'm gonna do whatever," but it was like, other people's emergencies are not your emergencies, and I feel like I struggle so bad, and I think it's the, like, I'll do it myself type of thing is part of that for me, of, like, when someone needs something right now, I always drop everything and get it done, and it's like, "Okay, now I just dropped 5 of my priority tasks to get it done," and that is work related, but it's also personal related, right? Like,
It's
when
oxygen mask mentality. Like on a plane, they tell you like put yours on before you put someone else's on, or fill your cup.
Right?
You're present, like you have to. But I think some of that
Yes.
comes down to like you want to do like it right, and you want to do a good job. So if you go in and fix it, you're doing it the way you feel like it's going to be handled.
Right. So my in was going to be where what was it? Oh, doing less, but doing it on purpose. And now that I'm like, we're saying that all, I feel like too, I want to say like it's saying no without guilt because it's not that I want to do less. I like everything that I do
Yeah.
day to day from being, up at 5:30 to the kids having the flu for 2 weeks to like it's all the best, right? Like being a mom, being able to be at work and be my own human, like it's all great. So I don't want to like not do things, right? Like I don't want to be like I need things. I don't want to sit here and act like I need a million things off my plate cuz same with you. You'd fill it back up. If you took things off your plate, you'd just ask for
Exactly.
more. So I feel like it's just like I wanna say no to stuff that I don't really wanna so that I can, like, focus on what I do wanna do, and that goes for, like, anything, right? Like, if I don't wanna go to an event, then I shouldn't go.
Right? Like, it's like, I think that that's important because, like you said, I do think there's so much about life that all of us as moms and working moms, we talk about it a lot, like when you're in your working mom circles. I like being my own human. I like having a job.
Yeah,
I love spending time with my kids. What I don't love is the constant pull and guilt that we feel anytime we make a decision. So I think if you can, and it's easier said than done, this is going to be one that you have to work on all year, but, like, doing that and, like, aligning that in your mind, saying, like, "I'm gonna do this because I like to do it, but I'm not gonna feel guilty that my kids were sick and I had to take care of them, and I couldn't do all this extra work. I got done what I was supposed to get done. I put in extra hours the week." Like, you did what you had to do, and you shouldn't feel guilty, but we all do. So I really do think that that is a good one,
right.
you know?
Yeah, we're gonna try, but I also feel like I'm in a certain mindset right now because of the last few weeks. We had and like, we've had no posts going up, but, like, with the holidays, we had the flu A, we had RSV in this house, like, it was a nightmare, and I feel like it puts you in a certain attitude or headspace when you come out of, like, a whole family sickness.
Yes.
So we're also in this space. So like this is what it is for now,
Yeah,
right?
you're getting the unfiltered version of
I
now.
guess.
And I think, like, to go off of that, I was trying to streamline mine a little bit in the 3 seconds we had because we literally we planned a totally different episode than this because we really were like, "We're gonna set goals and do" we're like, "No, no, we're not. Like, what are we talking about?"
Stop.
So,
We were
Katie
annoyed by ourselves.
we're annoyed. So, in our line of business and in my whole life, I feel like the way this was is worded for me just makes me laugh. Peace as a KPI, I think, like, is my new, like, in for 2026. And
Your
that's
new
how
mantra.
protecting your peace in term I don't wanna not do things, but I want to measure my actual success, not on how chaotic I am or how hustly and busy I am, but, like, how regulated and present in the current moment that I feel. And I
Yeah.
feel like for me, that's, like, making decisions that are identity led, not success or metric led. Like,
Mhm.
who am I right now and who do I really want to be? Like, so when you're saying, like, what do I say yes and no to? Like, I want to start setting boundaries, but instead of setting boundaries and being like, I'm going to balance them out for what's important to everybody else. I want to say, like, is this aligned, like, with who I'm becoming? And if it's not, I'm going to say no to, regardless of, like you said. And then the second part of that too is like, I've worked really, really hard. I'm bad at setting boundaries. I'm pretty bad. And I've been getting way better. But when I was setting boundaries before, I would set a boundary and then I'd spiral in my head, like, I can't believe I did that. I feel so guilty. I hurt this person's
Yeah.
feelings, whatever. And then I'd feel the need to like over explain it. And then I did something to protect my peace. But in doing so, I completely derailed my own life.
Right.
No is a complete sentence. I think we've all seen that over and
Yeah.
over. Like,
Right.
no is a complete sentence.
We're just like spitting quotes that people should write down and
Yeah, just
love.
write this
I
down.
mean, all repeated. We did not come up with any of this.
No, the only thing that, like, truthfully I started the 5-minute journal, I know I told you this 5 days ago. I got it as a gift, and I'm obsessed with it, but it did make me come up with on my own, like, an alignment sentence, like who am I gonna be? And I know you and I have talked about this, but my biggest value in life as I've gotten older, I've realized it's always been freedom, like, to be myself, to go on trips, to see my friends, to be with my kids, like, to be who I want to be. But the thing that's always gotten in the way of that for me is fear, making decisions led by fear, like my current situation. I have to support my family or I have to make my parents proud. So I need to get through this sport instead of this, like all those things that come into it. And like for me this year, I really want to like accept the fact that I do have freedom and start making decisions like in that mindset. Like it'll be so much easier. The opportunities that are already surrounding me will be so much clearer. And I don't need to make huge life decisions all at once. We can make small, little aligned decisions every day to get us like where we're trying to be. And that's like something I had to come up with myself. The other stuff, like I mean, with help, because it's like that's because there's so much going on in our freaking brains. It overwhelming. And Katie and I always joke that like our chat GPTs, because we treat them as like our coworkers, our friends, like they talk to each other sometimes and just because we're doing so many things together. But one of the things that we were doing certain things for this episode is like it noticed about me is like this year we haven't posted in a few weeks like Katie said. I had the kids both their birthdays, hosted the
Yes.
holidays, like all sorts of crazy crap. And there's so many times that I wanted to post something or say something or share something that was real or happening, but I was so worried about being perfect. And Katie, you gave me this post the other day. You're like, Danielle, you're always trying to be funny. Like, you don't need to try and be funny with every post. And like that sat with me. And even Quinn said, like, everything doesn't have to be perfect or funny. Like, it just needs to be genuine and real.
What's going on in our lives, and we're hoping that you guys aren't laughing at us.
No, I
And
don't care.
laughing
You
with
don't
us.
have to us, like, or with
With
us.
us. Yeah.
'Cause I just think that, like, as moms, as leaders, as whatever you want to call us, like, we've all these titles, and it's just so much freaking work, and the worst part, like you said, Katie, is we like it, and a lot of times we do it to ourselves, but a lot of times it's just the dumb, like, crap that keeps coming up or the dumb questions, like, Katie and I are having a conversation about what the future of our lives looks like, with working and our kids and, like, where do we wanna see ourselves and, like, the green trip we're gonna go on, whatever. The biggest concern that our husbands have, like, is golf clubs and projectors. Jordan's on a projector kick right now, so it's like there's nothing wrong with that. We
We
support
support their journeys. It's just like women have these like different and of course we have items we want, right? Like don't get me wrong, but like we just don't talk we don't talk to our husbands about it.
but you wanna what? That's true. We just do it, right?
We just so maybe that's worse and they're gonna go talk about that and they're like, I didn't even know that they bought all these things and here I am asking and it's like I get it. I do. It's just it's funny.
Yeah, because you're right, like, I don't ask him if I can buy $100 thing, like
Well, I know, like and I've seen people talk about it online that, like, they have thresholds, right? Like, for you don't need to ask unless it's over a certain amount of money or whatever that may be. For us, it's like, I get what I want and Ryan asked me.
it's exactly my life, and I kinda actually feel now that you say it that
Because
way,
let's talk about it. We would get mad if they just went and bought it. So, like, there's no winning. Right, right.
but so guys, you can't win.
It's just the way it is.
Here's the thing, I think if we focus on, like, what's in and out and maybe not focus on it, don't focus on it. If we focus more on just doing what we, like, feels right in our lives and caring like, we care so much about all these things around us because your and I's natural goal is to be, like, if we're fixing everyone's problems in this world, if we're taking care of all the things, it means we're doing it well. We're doing it
Mhm.
like,
Right.
but that's not always, like, the case, like, okay, like, good, he asked, you trained him well. Thank you, Ryan, go buy the golf club. Like, same with Jordan. It's one of those things where it's like, we will get closer to caring less about those things because also, I think when you work in alignment with what you want and, like, who and you're more peaceful, you can really if you believe money's, like, coming to you, and this sounds hokey pokey, but it just happened to me the other day. Like, I was in a spot where I was like, "I can't
You got a
believe."
lot of money from somewhere?
Yeah, I did actually. It's my money, but I put money into a fund at the beginning of the year for the kids' daycare, like a pre-tax fund. And I forgot that I hadn't used it. And right around Christmas, there was $3,600 that I hadn't paid us
Alright.
out. And I was able to, it was my money. I already had put it in there, but I
Mhm.
forgot about it. And I'm like, money's gonna flow to me. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna figure it out. And literally, I got an alert like within 24 hours that I had my 2026 funds or my 2025 funds available before 2026.
Wow.
Bam. So I am a firm believer that like when you're less worried about all the like little things, you can focus on, manifesting or calling in or being more
Yeah.
resourceful. I don't know. I know that's a unique thing for everybody, but
So I think we need to stop trying to be so motivational. Let's talk about like what are some ins for like this time of year I feel like is always like health and wellness. What are we doing? What are you buying these days?
like what am I purchasing?
Yeah, like what's it like your hyperfixation right now? Besides K-pop. Please spare me.
Katie, that's what I bought. Like
No, you're
I mean, the golf ball tickets, I've been telling you for like weeks. A week they teased that it was coming. And you want to know what I did? I'm going to tell you this is my in. It was wrong of me, but I did it anyways. When I was talking to somebody else about it yesterday, I've been stalking these tickets. I used my points to get a hotel for the night just in case they were going to headline. And yesterday,
right.
lineup came out at like, was it yesterday? I texted you. I was so excited. You're like, I'm giving you a lobotomy. I can't handle you. But
Yes.
tickets, the pre sale happened, and I was going to wait and see if I could get a deal. And the reality was the VIP tickets were almost sold out. I went in, I bought the freaking VIP tickets for myself and my husband. I said, screw it. I'm going to be,
He's going with you.
I've spent every
I'm
day,
looking at the poster right now.
like every year, well, since I was in ninth grade, I worked for my dad even before that, child labor laws. I've been working my whole life. If this is what I want to spend my money on, like that's what I'm going to do. I'm happy about it.
Like, honestly, I can't really throw many stones,
And
because, like,
brothers twice, bro.
me and Michelle have an obsession with the Jonas Brothers, and we were discussing that, they might have a international tour. We're like, "How do we do that?" Like, we can't. I need to renew my passport
Okay,
ASAP.
start with that. See, one aligned decision at a time. Go renew your passport.
I wish there was something where somebody could do it for me because it's such a pain in the ass. I'm at a current stage where like, and I don't know if somebody else is dealing with this, but like a lot of my documentation is still in my maiden name for that. Like all my credit cards, license is good, but I'm not. We moved so many times, and then when I moved back here, I didn't get my enhanced license again because I don't go to Canada. Like, and then here I was this year, went to Canada for the Jonas Brothers.
So the Joe Bros. So we're gonna just spend money on the Joe Bros. Let's start there.
I know, I don't know if we will, but, like,
What else?
something I'm trying to get back into it is some skincare, and I, like and this is where, like, I waste so much freaking money, right? Like, trying to figure out what I like and but I'm really just, shopping around, so if anyone has
Not
anything.
gonna wanna hear this, but I'm gonna send you a before and after photo that's real. Medicube. I know it's all over TikTok.
Okay, so and anyone that listens to the toast as well, like, they just went on a rant about Medicube, they're like, "Where the fuck did this come from?" Like, it's everywhere.
Korea.
But I have a little gift card to Ulta and, I just am like,
I have Medicube.
am I in it? I need to get in a self-tanning era because it's just
So
like,
you're taking, like, you wanna know what though? That's like you're spending your money on your skin, longevity.
I don't know, like, I'm gonna be 34 this year
Oh, God forbid. I hate you.
and,
I punch you.
you gotta start taking care of things.
No. Do it
I'm
now.
also on, like, kind of a protein journey
Mhm.
because like it. I'm such a sweets person. Like, I love like, the kids want dessert every night, and you won't catch me telling them no.
Be cool.
Like, I'm like, "Yeah, I got stuff somewhere," but, like, we're going to the beach in 6 weeks, and I'm like, "I can't be eating dessert every night with the kids and me and Jack sneaking M&Ms in the corner." Like, I have to, like, get on something, so I've been getting into, like, chocolate protein stuff that I can have as my treats. So,
Have you done those little, like, chocolate chip protein, what's the brand that you put in the fridge? Because 'Cause I'm a sweet tooth, I'm gonna send them to you. I just ate one. I wish that thing
send
was
them to me. I just started doing, like, because I love smoothies, and there's a place here in Rochester, Refresh Smoothie, that opened down the road, and me and Ryan, like, straight up have been like, as meal replacement shakes. Like, they have, like, all the things,
so
and
good.
I've been loving like, on the weekends, we get that for lunch. So skinny.
If you wanna know what's really sweet that's delicious, that kinda like if you do dates in your smoothies, like if you do peanut butter and date,
Yeah.
banana, because 'cause I'm a sweet tooth,
Love that combo.
that's like
It's
something,
good because your girl needs fiber and iron and all of the things.
I know. I am something I'm, like, not spending like, I'm out right now because I overdid this. Like,
Mhm.
I am an overconsumer in some ways, like, I can be well
Yeah,
influenced by stuff. So, like, I'm gonna try and use up everything I have, like, that I've been like,
before you yeah.
other than skincare. I do believe that your skin changes. Like, I actually and just a disclaimer, everybody's skin is different. So I started Medicube in October. I had, like, remember all these breakouts and spots. My skin, I have pictures, like, went completely clear. And then I got too aggressive and excited, and I tried a different brand that everyone taught, that Dr. Malaxin stick.
Okay.
So if you look at my skin right this second, I had an allergic reaction and
Ooh,
it burned my face and I had to like it peeled off when I was in Charleston. It peeled off my face. And then I had to like go back and reassess like I'm
so now you're back on Medicube.
Medicube. But the point with that is like you can overconsume these fun things and your skin
Yeah,
can change. So you can't use the same skincare. Like you can, like, but imagine if we were still
yeah.
using that apricot scrub on our skin. Remember that stuff? Was it
Knives.
Ives? Yeah, that St. Ives.
So, like, I in college was, like, going through that, like, that was my
That was
jam.
oh, and then clearance over the orange
Yep.
bubbly one, like, I mean, we can't use that shit anymore. You can, you're
No.
34, but I can't.
No, I definitely cannot. What about do you get Jordan to use we're, like, so off topic, so I hope people are still listening, but does Jordan use any skincare?
I bought him, like, a special shave balm and
Okay.
lipstick but no, he's bald,
Yeah.
so he doesn't use hair care or skincare. How about Ryan?
Ryan, like, his hair does one thing and one thing only, like, there's no hair care, and, yeah, he doesn't use anything. Every now and then when he shaves, he's like, "I need lotion for my face," and I'll, like, find him going through my stuff, like, trying to figure out what lotion, and I'm like, "No, like, you need to use this one when you shave your face because he doesn't shave every day, like,
Yeah.
it's
It's a
still
it's
coming
a
in it's still coming in, you know?
it's a man shave lotion that's, like,
He's so much younger than me too, so it's still coming in.
so much
He'll
younger.
tell you.
I love it. Jordan's older than me 2 years, so, like, that dude he's basically like, "Don't even bother with your skin, you're dead." No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Jordan. But that's how,
I
like
will say an in for everyone as a PSA should be to go to your primary doctor, get your normal blood work, and dermatologist, you know?
that is 100% in that those are all this year, like, we should be spending and that's one of the things
The
Also,
dentist, like, sometimes you need a little kick as a mom, like, you don't wanna go take enough time off for the kids' appointments that you're like, "I'm not taking off for me." Are you kidding?
luckily for me, like, it's actually not lucky at all. It makes you poor, but my kids' birthdays are both in December 1st, January 1st. So, with the new year is all their, like, checkups and stuff. So this year when I went through my to-do list, I wrote the kids' doctor's appointments and then like, I went in immediately after making theirs and made anything that I had to make, now even if it's in the future, just so that I have it there
Sure.
because I'll forget.
Get everyone's healthcare just renewed, let's get all the
Talk about that. Has anyone ever had to switch healthcare? Because that's a pain in the ass. I haven't had to switch healthcare in 8 years, and I finally switched to Jordan's healthcare, and let me tell you, like, updating everything, finding out what's not
could
covered.
be a nightmare.
This is a nightmare, dude.
Yeah, if there's somebody out there that understands healthcare, you should come on the
Yes.
podcast.
Please, like, well,
Let's talk.
I got pretty good at it for a while there when remember when I was in HR? Remember
Yeah,
that time? I was really
yeah.
HR. I got but I you know, I understand the different plans. The biggest thing I think that's hard once you have kids is like Colton was in the hospital 5 times and I've always had an HMO, like I've always had a PPO, basically like a copay plan. And it's way more efficient not to have a copay plan, do an HSA, have the savings roll over, all that's better. But not if your kid goes in the hospital 5 times because then you're even more poor. So that's the hard part. But
It's hard to pick the right thing and you don't know what is gonna come up, so it's like,
also, I
how
just
do
want to
you
take a moment because you're 34. Like we're talking age a lot because I think I'm having a moment with 40, but it's not the same moment Jordan had. I want to do an episode on this. Like when Jordan turned 40, it was all about
we'll
like,
do it for your birthday.
yeah, like about what has changed in me. Like it's not what you think. The midlife crisis isn't what you think, but it's there. But
Yeah.
like the things we used to put, like if we were in our 20s doing this resolution, like I'm not gonna lie, I'd be like, I want to black out less. I want to run 6 miles instead of three. And, I want to take that like class that I wanted to take that doesn't have to do with my major.
Wanna start Pilates.
Yeah, like
I wanna, like, get
I'm just going to do,
into yeah, the goals of of the decades really, really
I'm like,
change.
I want to
It
shower.
would be valid. We should talk about what's gonna be in for your 40s,
Yeah, like it's
where are the
totally
priorities?
because your life
Because
you need to get the 5-minute like this 5-minute journal thing. I know it's my kick right now, but I had to write down what I'm grateful for and what every day you have to say what you're grateful for and what would make today great. Today, the first thing on my list that I haven't gotten yet
whiskey.
is a shower. I said a nice long shower where I wash my hair. That was the first thing that would make today great. Like, come on.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying all of us need to go get our, doctor's appointments done. Those things tend to go to the wayside quick
Yeah, like it's insane.
because you're like, I can survive without that. But,
So I smell a little bit. I'll use like perfume. It's fine. Like,
yeah, that's why we have all this, all right, we need to wrap this up, but I think we're starting somewhere here in
we got something.
2026. Something's happening.
We're
There's a
bringing
full
great
moon
in. We're
or
putting the
something.
bad things out. The full moon was already like we just came off the full moon.
I could tell.
And it was a very powerful like moon of
I
transition.
felt it, and I don't usually.
See, something's already shifting within you. The next thing you know, you're gonna have K-pop artists in your background. And I want to be clear, this is
I
not
will go on the record and say that will never happen.
okay. Never say never, because I used to say that. My point being is this is not my normal background. Before you sign off, I have to say this. I set this up for Catie just to piss her off today. I do have all these things in my office and I took
If
down
you're watching us,
yeah, if
yeah.
you're watching us, like my entire background, it will be somewhere here, but
You're
not
not kidding. You always have you probably have them, like
yes, I
we
do.
can't see the other side of your office. There's probably, like, a
I'm not
weird
jumping on Zoom meetings with,
shrine,
like, CEOs with my K-pop artists in the background, but maybe I should. Maybe that's
you
it.
know? Maybe,
We'll see.
maybe.
Well, with that, I guess it is time to clock back into the 9 to 5.
And we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.